Softly, softly, sun. Or were those stars that fell through my eyes, burning you and me and my world, leaving nothing but a brilliant silence, singing me into the fullness and emptiness of love's embrace. On the other side of the other side, beyond the beyond, you meet yourself looking in, looking out. There is no middle ground on which you can stand, no place where you came from, no place you can go, no place to rest or hide or just breathe. We are poems murmuring the universe. Love is singing our hearts into a vision of heaven and earth, kissing in a fiery embrace, leaving trails of starlight that bathe in solar winds and caress the night's shadows in an eerie magnificence. We are galaxies, hot and cold, pulsing through our veins, spinning worlds out of thought, filling in the blanks, and it is all empty, and it is all full. Star seeds of yesterday planted memories that bloom into this dance of morning. Wind lightly swirls, sparkling dust and pollens and the last fragments of moon across the window. Diaphanous crystalline eyes that never separated me from the world. Shadows appear as light eddies into pools, meandering into the river of dawn that swoons through the garden, painting and dissolving our feathered brilliance into a string of hearts within hearts within hearts within hearts. We are joined and separated by the words that form us, together in love as love, through our many petaled lips, love sings. How I love cowbirds, their shiny black, their song of lilting melodies and underwater gurgles. They do not plan to lay their eggs in other birds' nests. They are not evil. Similarly, all are beautiful and innocent. We are echoes of temple bells that were never struck, a mirage of distant oceans pouring through seashells washed ashore in the tides of moon songs. You are an echo that forms and washes away the tides of my heart. The ache to sing pours me into this shoreless sea and dissolves me into you, into me, into you, into me. Breath of starlight falls on your softness, flowing down your tear-stained cheeks into your edgeless heart, burning the hunger for more and more endless nights to wonder at the beauty and bathe in the stillness of unseen galaxies whirling their fiery arms into the darkness. Dizzy now in this dance of hearts beating and aching to reach into the unknown and pull out just one word that will embrace the ballet of light and shadow, of this and that, of sound and silence. Swooning into the swooning leaves nothing but desire. There was never anything more or less than this longing to touch. And we never can. For that which we are, this flowing description, incises our silhouettes into the whirling. Yet as we meet, our echoes bloom inside each other's hearts. Our stories melt into each other's stories, and there is no erasing you for me, or from us from this dream of love, this ballet of unbearable wonder. How could I erase you from myself? We are each other. Some birds seem to fly in murmuration, others quietly sing. Life is a liquid poem, the universe dancing, wordless and worded, feeling like a lover's caress from the inside and out, erasing all sides and sidelessness. Deeply infinite and boundlessly intimate, there is no separation between the sky and my heart singing. The taste of wind and a profound knowing of the utter perfection of life magically appearing all by itself. Without others, I am not. Without love, I am not. There is no one to be within or without, and no thing to be in or out of. This inside-outside, topsy-turvy, indecipherable sonnet of indescribable beauty falls apart at the seams, and the whoosh leaves me breathless, utterly astounded at the love I had missed, now supersaturating the dream of things. Sun filters through the lace of trees, open-throated the day sings. Although it does not feel like there is anyone doing anything or nothing, I notice all the regular things of life seem to get done, while I am agog at the beauty of shadow and light playing across the kitchen counter. The carrots are cut, the meal is prepared. How lovely the sunset reflects on the faucet, and the shimmering playing across the knife and the sink. And there is no beginning or end to this dance. It is not eternal nor temporal. It is all of a piece, of itself so, without edge or center, without a stage or script. Yet the curtains are always closing. The sunset of your life, the magic hour is. We are echoes of echoes, love songs falling through their own words as the music nakedly pirouettes into its own silence. As we whirl into the whirling, we melt into each other's whirling. Smack dab in the middle of the middle, the center dissolved where no edges ever were, where nothing ever was. This taste of love sings my mouth, my tongue, my heart. And your heart sings, and it is everyone's song, echoing through the ages, ravishing despair, and unutterable joy and deep, deep sorrow. The bittersweet taste of our humanness is the richness and lushness of life, this aliveness which can really never be separated into sadness and joy, this and that, love and not love. What this is cannot be grasped or captured or poured into a love song, as it is all a love song, swirling, whirling, tumbling softly inside the imaginary spaces between you and me, where we dance, where life dances. Excruciatingly beautiful, tenderly and sweetly, violently and fiercely, ripping your heart into shreds again and again. These prayer flags were never meant to hold the wind. Your heart was never meant to hold the bleeding. Deep inside is outside. Wounds from love, scars from unseen battles. The hurt is in the ripping us apart from the dance that we are. But we can never be separate from life. Unavoidably, heaven and hell don each other's skin, and their differences are the songs of angels swooning, clouds forming and dissolving in endless sky. Choirs of mind-numbing magnificence echo in the nautilus shell unwinding in your chest that could never hide your heartbeat. How stunning that all of this simply magically, spontaneously appears and simultaneously dissolves. Coming from nowhere, going nowhere, no place, no time, no space to keep you away from love, or a place where you can enter. All description is a story, none less or more than another. The flower is yellow. What is yellow? What is a flower? Tenderly and harshly, life removes your petals, one by one. Your sublime colors require no skin to shine through. It is your nakedness I love. Unabashedly I love you. Your shimmering beauty pierces this heart that was never mine. But in the loving, we seem to touch, to dance, to fall and fall and fall and fall until the falling is falling, as we disappear into the love song we never left. Suspended in and as an exquisite illusion, swallowing the end and beginning of all illusion. A liquid love song of unspeakable wonder ascends and falls through love's arpeggioed beauty. Waves of sound and silence gently wash each other away, erode the banks of freedom and bondage, leaving only echoes of a vastness that once held me in its loving embrace as it dissolved me into itself, into everything and the nothing that never was nor will ever be. No longer looking for the hero to save me, there is no heroine to be saved. Yet wind soars down the canyon and shadows come out of the dark when dawn erupts and flows down the red rock walls. Poems weave a web of words that dissolve words and their meaning. What is wind but a word sung by wind, floating, suspended in and as the wind it sings? Wings of thought brush my shadow on the carpet of morning blossoming. Colors appear and dissolve in liquid wonderment. Shapes are formed by memory, and doves are discovered again, softly floating down to the feeders from the telephone lines above, where the rest wait cautiously, looking this way and that, maybe a cat, maybe some moonlight caught in a crevasse of darkness, streaming the memory of night into your rivulets of tears. How long you waited for the waiting to stop. But there were no endings or beginnings, no forever, when you would dance upon the moon-strewn beaches in love with the sky and sea and ground. The ground collapsed as sea and sky crashed into the starlight they were reflecting. And it is all reflections. There is no source, no ground, no place to land, no one falling, no one dancing. It is all dancing, without movement, without non-movement, without emptiness or fullness. It's all rich and lush and utterly empty. Even love, which is the end of all things that never were, is an idea. Enlightenment is an idea. I am an idea. Ideas are ideas. And I weep.